Sega!
Super Retro Force.
In the midst of summer, there's a gamer so wild called the Game-O-Holic, playing games with a smile. He's got a collection, all the Sega games in store, but little did he know what the summer had in store. He plugged in his console, ready for some fun. The summer of Sega had only just begun, but as he flipped through the games, he started to see 3 months of garbage games. Oh, what a decree! The summer of Sega! Oh, what a shame! 3 months of bad games, it's always the same. The Game-O-Holic won't let it bring him down. The power through the garbage, never gonna frown.
It's now 2024, and a lot has changed since 2018. Camera angles have gotten better. Editing has been on point. The reviews, they're making more sense. Super Retro Force has been created, and hell, even I'm getting paid for this voiceover. Sweet. But enough about that. Let's get back to the bullshit at hand. Our good friend and neighborhood asshole, the Game-O-Holic, has finally reached down to the bottom of the septic tank, and he's about to dive into the very first game he has ever owned on a handheld.
T457 online and ready for duty. Game-O-Holic here. And today, we're going to review one of the most insane movie tie-in titles that Probe Entertainment could probe out of their asses.
Drop the probe and step away from my ass.
While I don't much likely like to talk about arcade games on this channel, there was one that was ported to the Sega Genesis. Once again, welcome to the Summer of Sega. And we're going to talk about Terminator 2, the arcade game.
Neat.
Terminator 2, the arcade game, was released on Halloween of 1991. The game falls in line with the movie of T2 Judgment Day, which is one of the most acclaimed, greatest sequels to a movie of all time. And while the game had countless titles and tie-ins that I'm sure we'll eventually fucking get to sometime in the future, today we're gonna stick to this one exclusively. Terminator 2. So let's pop this in and let's see what shit shakes loose.
Pop this piece of shit in.
If I haven't already mentioned, the game takes place in the year of 2029. Wow, if this is what the world looks like 5 years from now, this looks better than what we thought it was going to be.
People can stop it.
So while you play as a T-800, okay, you are fighting against the Resistance, obviously, John Connor. You know the whole story to Terminator 2. I don't have to sit here and explain it to you. It follows the events of where Sarah Connor is basically, they're trying to kill her, but then they realize that John Connor is the one who leads the resistance, blah, 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 blah. You know the fucking movie. If you don't know by now, go watch it. Now, while Terminator 2, the arcade game, is one of those light gun games, so you can use the Menacer if you have it. Unfortunately, I don't, but if I had the fucking Menacer, I'd probably put it in my fucking mouth. This is basically set up like any basic rail shooter. You press A to shoot your weapon, you move the cursor to move the crosshairs, and then on the bottom part of the screen here is what you shoot, the bombs, the missiles, the bullets to reload and everything. Okay, fine. This plays so much better in the arcade game and looks and sounds so much better. This is why T2, the arcade game, is one of those $5 fucking games you pick up. Because nobody wants to fucking play it.
Whoop you when I wanna.
And just the fact that these levels, good God, they just drag on, especially this fucking first level. This is worse than the Sega CD game. While not knocking the Sega CD game, it's good, the music is great, but that first level takes, oh my God, fucking forever. Then you finally get to the first boss here, and it kind of looks like, I don't know, Johnny Five from fucking Short Circuit. Who the hell knows?
Be right back after these words. Input, 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 woo!
And this is one of those games where you're going to use a shitload of continues. If you know how to play it, by all means, great. Me, I play this game a hell of a lot better in the arcade. I honestly feel like using the Menacer wouldn't make much of a fucking difference. But you thought that's all I was going to talk about today. Oh no, that's not the main event. The main event here today, for the first time on this channel, we're going to talk about Terminator 2 Judgment Day on the Game Gear. This is one that I've been waiting for a long time. Now let's pop this piece of shit in. Let's see how bad Terminator games can really be.
Don't worry about it.
This game came out in 1993 by Flying Edge. Flying Edge and Arc Entertainment. Now Flying Edge rings a bell because they released games like WWF Royal Rumble. Yeah. This has nothing to do with that. Go fuck yourself.
And this one means...
Now the point of the story of Terminator 2 on the Game Gear is as followed. The player searches for Sarah Connor in a mental hospital, encountering staff members and the T-1000. If you kill any of the hospital employees, you will lose life. So there's friendly fire in a game that doesn't even fucking need friendly fire. What a way to fucking start shit. The game is starting shit with you. So you start the game off right here, basically in the junkyard, as the movie begins. You're running through here, you're punching fucking these assholes, these bikers that are basically running around trying to kill the Terminator. You guys ever see this fucking model of what the Terminator looks like? Looks like fucking Hank Hill. Boy, I tell you what, fuck this. You press the 2 button to jump, you press the 1 button to punch. Or if you get a weapon, like a gun, you would use that to shoot. As a kid, when I played this junkyard level, it always gave me a problem as a kid. And people wonder why I'm fucked up to this day. Maybe it was for fucking playing Terminator 2 on the Game Gear. Maybe if I fucking played it on the Game Boy, I wouldn't have to fucking see it with the Game Gear's backlit screen. The one thing they had on the original Game Boy. So good job, Sega. In the second part of the first level, you end up inside the bar. Same deal, just beating the shit out of these guys. But this is the very first boss enemy you fight. And holy shit, as a fucking kid, this always fucking pissed me off. You literally have to punch and move. Punch and move. Punch and move. There's no actual fucking way to just sit there and spam the button to kill this guy. Well, the good news is at least I can't be cheap like your sister's ass selling herself on the street for $5. You can't be cheap about it.
That's disgusting.
You finally make it to level 2. The mental hospital. And holy Christ. This is one of the hardest parts to me, even now to this day. Just look at this shit. You literally, and I failed to mention this earlier, you literally cannot clear a level until all enemies are cleared from the fucking screen. You eventually run out of bullets for the gun, which leads you to go punch these fucking enemies, and you have the T-1000 chasing after you, which literally takes 7 hits. 7 hits to kill him. And that gun only carries maybe 20 bullets, so you are fucking forever trying to find ammo. And it's not like in the arcade game where you just pew, pew, pew off the screen. No, you gotta go hunting around and looking for it. Fuck you. And I'm so glad that this fucking movie, this game takes place in 2029. I wouldn't want to see this shit in 5 years anyway. I don't even want to see what the government's gonna be like in 5 years.
I knew it. You'll never take me alive.
After this, you move on to the Cyberdyne level. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, before today, I have never seen the Cyberdyne level. It's a combination of indoor-outdoor. You're basically looking for these, like, I don't know if it's plasma or cards or the fucking Doom guy's penis, whatever the hell it is. You're basically hunting around and you got to collect these orange vials, I'm going to say. Ugh, sue me for not watching the movie and knowing exactly what it is. Cyberdyne, cybersex, suck my cyber ass. Fuck you.
I don't know how much longer I can hold this.
The Cyberdyne level is no different. You have to sit here and you have to take these vials and you have to go up and down on the elevator and deposit them basically into a bank. And if I'm not mistaken, there's 6 or 7 of them that you have to do this in. You are guaranteed to probably lose a life in this level. Now, when you finally get to the final level of this game, yeah, that's right, 4 fucking levels, one of those great games. One of those great fucking games that literally, they try to push everything on you at the fucking very end. Just look at this. As soon as you make it to the factory level, it's just a ton of fucking platforming. Yeah, there's enemies to kill and the T-1000 is chasing you, but by the time you get to the final boss of this fucking level, the T-1000, he's nothing but a fucking pushover. Come on. Yes! And the game here actually lets you play the ending, where you jump, where the Terminator jumps into the vat. And that is Terminator 2 on the Game Gear. Well, I'm glad I could say that I'm finally happy that I did a Game Gear game on this channel. But what I'm not happy is the fact that I chose this fucking piece of shit to start off with. Who the fuck over at fucking, wherever the fuck it is, Acclaim, Probe, whoever fucking made this version, thought it would be a fucking good idea? The music is rattling dicks to my fucking ears. That's number 1. Number 2, there's so many other fucking tie-ins. This is one of those fucking Terminator 2 games that there's 26 different other fucking versions and they all play differently. Terminator 2 is one of those games that, beyond other consoles, there's 26 different fucking versions of this game. But guess what? Every single fucking one of them is uniquely different. And they're probably all uniquely fucking trash. I'm hoping eventually we start a leftover series and I can come back to some of the games and their different versions that I haven't talked about on this channel. I'm sure there's plenty of games that I'm already missing.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
But with that being said, we draw into the month of August. And the Summer of Sega continues. There's plenty of games that I don't know what the hell we could friggin' do. And I mean, there's a lineup of games that we're still missing. Like Crusader of Senti, Shakan, the Forever Man, RBI Baseball 4. Who knows what we could do on this channel? There's so many things that we could do.
Lights and broken screens, Game-O-Holic wakes up in dreams. Metal arms and steel face cold, future engine just takes hold. Plug in wire inside of pain, 8-bit ghosts and circuits rain. Sega lie with no remorse, Terminator without a course. Skank is